There are heaps of smartphone gimbals on the market right now, and if you're looking to buy one, it's sometimes hard to know what to go for. Well, in this video, I'm reviewing a gimbal that has a very cool feature that no other gimbal on the market at the moment has. Plus, I'll give you the chance to win it, so don't go away. Hey guys, Mike here, and welcome back to the channel. Recently, I was lucky enough to be asked to test a relatively new gimbal on the market, the Hohem iSteady version 2. Now, Hohem is well known for producing quality handheld gimbals. This is one of the newest models they've released, and it has a very cool feature that at the moment no other gimbal on the market has. So stick around and I'll fill you in on that. Plus, if you stick with me through this video, I'll explain what you can do to win this gimbal, because I'm going to give it away to one lucky subscriber and it's valued at around $140 US. First of all, what do you get in the box? Well, you get the gimbal itself, a mini tripod, a USB-C charging cable, instructions and documentation, and a soft pouch to protect it when it's in your bag. Its construction is a mixture of metal and hard plastic, and it feels quite heavy in a good way. You know, it doesn't feel junky, and it feels like a quality product. It holds the phone nice and firmly. In fact, it can carry a range of cameras. It's not just designed for smartphones. It does have its own software, which we'll talk about in a minute, and that's designed just for a smartphone. But the fact that it works with other types of cameras is one of the cool features of this gimbal. And how it does that is something that others can't match at the moment, and we'll get to that soon. So first of all, back to its primary purpose of using it as a smartphone gimbal. To get that up and running, you do have to download the Hohem Pro app. There's a shortcut QR code on the Quick Start guide, or you can look it up in the App Store. Once it's downloaded, you have to register and then you can activate the gimbal. Then you're ready to get up and recording. As for what phones it can handle, it has a payload capacity of 280 grams, and whilst my phone is an iPhone 12, it could easily handle an iPhone 12 Pro Max, for example, even with a case on it. So you should have no worries whatever you have, which is great for a compact gimbal like this one. The battery lasts around 9 hours, which is heaps, and the USB charging port means that you can also charge your phone while shooting if you need to. Now in my tests, the gimbal did exactly what you'd expect of a gimbal. It kept footage stable and smooth using the 3-axis gimbal, and particularly made a difference for when you are moving fast, like a brisk walk or when running. Now, my review was not a particularly technical one. I tend to focus on things like how easy it is to get set up, how easy it is to use, and what results did I get. So as far as I'm concerned, it ticked those 3 boxes. But the best is yet to come. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, all smartphone gimbals come with their own software, and as you have seen earlier, this one is no different. The app allows you to make fine adjustments to how the gimbal moves and other settings, including using the on-screen app to control the camera and other functions such as the zoom. Having said that, there are physical buttons on the handle to make those adjustments, which makes it very simple to use. But now for the feature, which is an absolute game changer for me. Like most gimbal software, you can use an active track type feature to lock onto an object, usually a person, and the gimbal moves automatically to keep up with that subject. The downside to that is, well, you have to use the app, where you might have a preference to use a different camera app like Filmic Pro or ProTake or something like that. Well, that's where this gimbal really shines, because it has an external sensor that Hohem calls AI Vision, that will allow the gimbal to track without you having to be in the app. So that means if you're using the gimbal with an action camera, for example, that obviously doesn't have an app for the gimbal, you can activate this feature. So obviously this is great if, say, you're shooting yourself, you may be a YouTuber and you're moving in the frame or out of the frame, and you want the camera to pan around and follow you. Or you could use it for online meetings like Zoom or for live events or streaming. If you're moving around, the camera will follow you. Very cool. So to activate it, you push this button on the top of the gimbal to turn the AI sensor on. And then you use hand gestures to activate or deactivate the tracking. To activate the tracking, you simply give it the OK sign. To stop tracking, you show your palm. You can even use hand gestures to switch between landscape and portrait mode with either a thumbs up or a thumb to the side. So just so I'm being clear, that means the gimbal is tracking you with a hardware sensor, not with the app, freeing you up to use any other camera app you like with the gimbal and still have the tracking and gesture features available. With this capability, it's highly likely to become one of the most popular handheld smartphone gimbals on the market. Now, I really like this gimbal, and I think it's a great option for anyone interested in smartphone filmmaking or vlogging or any other type of solo content creation. Now, Hohem actually gave me this unit to try out, and so in the spirit of paying it forward, I'm going to give it away to one lucky subscriber, one of you who have made it all the way to this point in the video. Thanks for hanging in there. So to go in the draw to win this gimbal, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and then make a comment in the section below, making sure you put hashtag Hohem somewhere in your comment. I use an online program designed for this type of competition to go through all of the qualifying comments and select one at random. I'm going to leave the giveaway open for 1 week from the time of posting this video. When it's closed, I'll do the draw, post the results in the community tab, but also reach out through the YouTube comments as well so I can get these sent off to you. If I've got time, I may also do a video of the prize draw. Now, I've been reviewing a bunch of new products lately, so check out the link to the playlist on the screen now, or if you want some tips on the best Mini 2 camera settings to capture pictures easily, then check out this video and I'll see you over there. Cheers guys.